Welcome back, family. We're day 16 of the 25-day health and fitness challenge that we're doing here, of course. You should be working out for 25 minutes of the game plan, what we're doing here for our challenge, 25 minutes per day of any exercise you want to do, of course. Today I did weight training. Tomorrow I'll do cardio. I will do tomorrow and get 10,000 steps in as well tomorrow. So yeah, let's get going here. I'm a little tired here tonight. It's been a long day, and I'm actually a little late in getting this out. I like to do my lives around 9 o'clock. I'm gonna try to do a little earlier in the future, but right now it's 10:07 right now on a Tuesday night here. So let's get started. Let's get right into it here. But tonight's topic is a great topic. A lot of people ask a lot of questions about this topic, and I don't think it will solve the importance of doing strength training. And we're going to I'm going to look at my notes. I have some notes I wrote down here, of course, and I want to make sure that I actually truly cover everything, because sometimes I go on tangents here and there and stuff like that. But I really want you guys to stay with me on this one here. Strength training basics. You may hear a car alarm going outside here. Hopefully I turn it off in a few seconds here. Strength training basics. Why muscle? Yeah, it's one of the things of living downtown sometimes. You'll hear stuff like this. Why muscle? I'm supposed to talk louder, guys. Why muscle? Why muscle equals metabolism? Why is that? Well, a few reasons why. And why muscle equals metabolism? Come on, increase our metabolism. That's what we're talking about here. So let's talk about it here, guys. First of all, a lot of people think that if you are going to gain muscle, that you're going to become bulky, or you're going to look, a lot of women think they're going to look more like a man and something like that, look bulky and stuff like that, but of course, if you have more muscle in your body, guess what? A lot of times your body fat's going to go down. It's a lot of benefits to working out with weights, and I'm going to talk about those in detail. But you have to get out of your mindset that muscle it's not good for you. You have to get out of that mindset. You have to get out of that mindset. Hopefully they'll turn that off there. But as we get older here, something happens. Our testosterone levels go down. They go down. Testosterone levels go down. So if testosterone level goes down, guess what happens? Our muscle goes down as well here, because testosterone will go down. Not just that, we have something called sarcopenia that happens over time here. Sarcopenia. Well, let me go back to testosterone. Testosterone, when we hit about 30 years old, testosterone start going down slowly but gradually. Each decade, it goes down more and more. It goes down, and you'll see it as you age and all that. But not just that. There's something called sarcopenia we have, and I hope they turn that thing off. There's something called sarcopenia we have. Sarcopenia is almost like father time. If you're into sports and all that, they have something called father time they have out there, and father times comes for everybody. And basically, what it does is, when they say father time, is basically they're saying that some attributes that, we'll say attributes that a player used to be able to do, say dunk a ball, now he can't do that anymore. Or it's not at the height that he used to do it, or he can't move like he used to. So what we're going to do now, we're talking about that, but now we're going to change up here. So sarcopenia is one, and testosterone is one. So let's go into it now. Why muscle metabolism is crucial. And let me list some of these off here. Thank you for turning that off. Thank you for turning it off there. Muscle is metabolic, active for our tissue. It's metabolic. What I mean by metabolic is that it's easier for easier for fat loss, better for blood sugar levels, better blood sugar control, better for posture, better for aging just in general. Because like I said, sarcopenia will come and it will just wither away your muscles in a sense here. And it's a natural process too that happens. So what do we need to do to decrease our chance from losing our muscle? Working out, training. But different styles of working out and training. Some people say you shouldn't work out at all. No, you definitely want to work out. It helps out with bone density as well here. It helps out osteoporosis, it helps out with. Especially women. I know a lot of women, not a lot, but some women, they'll have osteoporosis, and of course by pounding on the pavement, it strengthens the bones up because you have to, when your foot comes down on the pavement, what happens? You're actually contacting force, like to say this is the heel of my foot, it's hitting the ground, and guess what? It's making you say this is your fibia and tibia, is making it stronger here every time you hit the ground. Same thing with lifting weights. If you're doing a chest press, the forces are pushing down, the gravity's pushing down. You're on a chest, you're on a bench press here, and the forces are pushing down on your wrist here. So guess what it's doing? It's making your wrist and everything stronger here. Yes, actually, it's making the bones stronger. So your bone density will go up here and everything. Or at least, if not go up, at least maintain where you're at, especially as we get older here. Because it comes more of a, what I realize, it comes more of a hormonal balance at the end of, not the end, but at the as we get older here in life, it ends up like that right here. And I want to read this off here. I wrote a quote here, and I want to make sure I get this to you. And I know I'm kind of going everywhere with this, and finally got the alarm off, and that's a good thing there. That was awful there, but we're going to keep on moving here. I cut that out. We're keeping it going. As we age, we naturally lose muscle. If you don't train it, you'll lose it. That's one reason our metabolism slows down. Not aging itself, but losing muscle. So you think about it. I know sometimes I'll see some older gentlemen I'll see, and they will have no shoulders at all. All you see is bones you'll see happening with them. And of course, you're not trying to be a bodybuilder and all that. That's one thing I realized here too. As I go up in age and all that, I see that there's certain things that I want to do for my body. Like right now, I want to work on mobility, strength training, and cardiovascular health, that is, and keep the blood flowing as much as possible. So one thing is that, of course, I want to hold on to my muscles as much as possible. So I want to, keep my shoulder muscles here and all that. Legs, especially legs, because legs are our biggest muscle group that we have on our body overall and our lower body. So we want to make sure we work our, if you want to lose weight, work your legs and all that. Of course, you want to work your whole body, but a lot of people skip their legs, especially I know a lot of guys skip the lower body, and it seems like women skip the upper body. You want to balance yourself out, of course, here. You don't want to be top heavy, you don't want to be bottom heavy either. You want to have a nice balanced symmetry and all that. But it all depends what your goals are too and all. I'm not telling you what to do, but it's just all depends on what your goals are, so like that. But if your goal is fat loss, you definitely want to do weight training. That's a must there. Do the weight training, clean eating, get some sleep, keep stress out of your life, you'll be in a good place. Believe me, you'll be in a good place. So another thing I wanted to share with you here is that you don't really need a gym either with this. And you're saying, what, Junior, I want to build muscles. I don't need a gym. Should I have to go to the gym? You don't have to go to the gym, because the whole thing about this 25-day challenge is making sure we're not looking for perfection. We're just looking about getting things done, starting now, not tomorrow, now. If you're just seeing it for the first time, this is day 16 we're talking about here. Get it done now. Do it now. Do it now. Do it now. Start the training now. Start your workout now. You have to, of course, go consult your doctor first, of course. Consult your doctor if you need to, and then join in. Your healthcare professional, and then join in if you need to do that as well here, of course. But what I'm trying to say is, you want to take action for your health. Taking action for your health is first going to see your healthcare provider, and then starting our program here. Then do that, whatever it takes, or start someone else's program, whatever it takes. The main thing is I want you to move. And when you move, of course, you're not just helping yourself out. You're not being selfish helping yourself out. You're helping your family out. But you have to be selfish in a sense at first. You have to make it a priority about working out and training yourself and stuff like that. But you don't need a gym membership. You don't need fancy equipment. So you don't need $300, $400 equipment like that. Truly what you need is just start walking, first of all. But we're talking about weight training here. We're talking about weight training and building muscle. What else you can do? Calisthenics you do here. Let me talk about a few things here. I wrote some notes here. You can use your own body weight you can do. So we want to cut out as much as possible any deterrence from you starting, as much as possible. So use body weight. What can you do? Build strength. You maintain your muscle. Improve joint health. That's a key thing here, especially as we get older here. Improving balance and coordination. That's a big one there. As we get older, a lot of times people get off kilter here. Why? They have the inner ear. Sometimes our inner ear can get off, our hair cells and equilibrium can get off there. Also, too, our strength here. I'm sitting down right now. I sat down a good bit at work today. I sat down in the car. I sat down a few minutes ago watching a few YouTube videos earlier today and get some other things done. So guess what? I can build an imbalance of my legs here and even my calf muscles being tight and stuff like that. And guess what? My feet, say these are my feet here, my feet can get off kilter and then I can spill and fall. So balance and coordination is a big one here. And just by walking on the treadmill, of course, here, or walking outside, walking on different terrains can help out with that. Also, too, just joint health and flexibility can help out as well with that. So let me give you some examples of stuff that you can do if you're using your own body weight. And of course, stuff that you already know already, but let me just reiterate this to you. Squats, of course. I'm looking at my notes here. Squats, push-ups, be wall push-ups or knee push-ups, it'll be, or floor push-ups, either one, the progression there, of course. There lunges you do, forward lunges, backward lunges you can do, side lunges you can do. There's so many lunges you can do here, of course. Use your own body weight. If you want to, you can get 2-gallon jugs, of water you can get and put them in your hands and do squats if you want to. Lunges, planks you can do here, of course, here. Glute bridges you can do. There's so many things you can do. But the key thing here, if you can, move your body. Moving your body builds strength. And of course, you probably wonder, okay, Jimmy, well, that's not going to be enough for me. Well, guess what? If that's not enough for you, you can slow the tempo up. You can do supersets on that. You know, say if you do regular push-ups you're doing on the ground, regular push-ups. Then from regular push-ups, you can go to on the couch push-ups or on a higher raised elevated surface. They have a bench you have. You put your feet on the bench and you actually put your face closer to the ground here. And then you're like, this is my head here and this is the bench up here. My feet are on the bench, my head's down here. You're doing push-ups like that. Changing up variation here, the tempo, adding more reps, of course, here. All the stuff you can do here, all these things you can do. So you don't really, of course, if you have a gym membership, go to gym, of course, like that. But if not, we're trying to make sure that we're trying to reiterate things that you can get things started now. You don't have to wait. What else I want to talk to you guys about here? How often should you do strength training? That's another one. That's another tip here, another big one. And how often should you do strength training? You can do strength training. They say 2 to 3 times a week you can do it. I do 4 days a week. I do a Monday, typically Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. I do back-to-back sessions Friday and Saturday. I do, but I do an alternate of a group, muscle groups and stuff like that. I do there and stuff like that. 25 to 45 minutes. Of course, the challenge we're doing right now is 25-minute challenge we're doing right now. The main thing is being consistent. Intensity is one thing, but you want to be consistent. That's what we're trying to build here. The first week we built, what was it? First week we built was survival, just trying to survive, making it through those 7 days of the first part of the challenge. The second week was consistency. The third week this week here is discipline. We're building now. Third week is discipline. So let's tie this all up, guys. Let's tie this all up. So basically, the whole challenge here is working 25 minutes of the challenge. We're doing it 25 minutes of the challenge. With the 25 minutes, you want to get the most out of it. If you can, do body weight stuff. If you can't do body weight stuff, you have a gym, access gym, do weight training like that. But you want to mix it in cardio for the heart, of course, because it's a big muscle too, and then the weight training. If you're trying to lose weight, weight training. If you're trying to bring down your blood sugar, weight training. Weight training is going to be it. Or weight training, calisthenics. When I say weight training, I'm actually meaning just building muscle in general. And you do that through weight training here, of course, calisthenic exercise. Those are the main 2 ones that you can do it through. Of course, you use knowledge equipment or machine equipment you can use as well. You just want to build muscle, especially as you get older here and stuff like that. Helps out with hormone regulation. It helps out with with sleeping better. Help out looking better in clothes. On top of that too, you feel your clothes out a little bit more. Curvature of your arm, chest, of course, here, legs and stuff like that you have as well. All those things come in play here as well. So let's wrap this up here, guys. Strength training, is it important? Yes, it is. Muscle is an investment in your future. So if you love yourself today, love yourself even greater in the future. Work out with weights. That's what I say, guys. If you have any questions about this, put it down in the chat here, of course, or not the chat, or put it in the comment section here. Also, too, if you're watching this on a replay, put replay in the comments as well. You're with Dr. JH3. Join us for the Dr. JH3 25-day health and fitness challenge that we're doing here. Join us for that challenge. We would love to have you on. Today's day 16 of it. We're doing 25 days. We're almost there. And after that, I will do a little something else I will do after that. And join a private little community group we'll have. And I'll let you know a little more in detail about that. But let me get out of here, guys. You take care of yourself. Like and subscribe to the channel. And we talk to you very soon. Take care. Your Dr. JH3. We out.